The bottom path of the glue gunner is an incredible support, and I'm going to explain why. It really starts at the tier 3 upgrade MOAB Glue. This allows the glue gunner to target and slow down MOAB class balloons excluding bads, slowing them by 37.5% for 12 seconds and slowing normal balloons by 75% for 24 seconds. This upgrade is really only useful on blimps, so it's best for rounds 81 plus where tons of them spawn every round. But you want this guy in front of your defenses so the balloons will be slowed upon entering their range, and ideally you should give him camo detection so he can slow down DDTs. As glue cannot ever soak through blimp layers, extra pierce is its best friend, so you want to crosspath this with bigger globs and buff it with primary training to glue more balloons. In chimps, your best friend is a 013 glue gunner as they are cheap and very helpful. These MOAB glues pair well with MOAB press boomerangs as they give MOAB presses more time to push back the blimps. But moving on to the next upgrade, relentless glue makes affected balloons leave a blob of glue on the track upon being popped. Blobs will be left on the track for 5 seconds before disappearing and can glue up to one balloon regardless of crosspath. These track blobs can affect camos even if the original projectiles do not, and relentless glue virtually requires glue soak as balloons must be glued as they're popped to leave a glob behind. And because of the slower and more widespread gluing, corrosive glue can deal some decent damage. A 024 glue is virtually a waste of this upgrade's unique crowd control potential, as the puddles will almost never be produced and can only function in extremely niche circumstances like combining it with monkeys that do tons of damage per hit like snipers. The final upgrade of this path is super glue. It shoots pink globs of glue that temporarily apply extreme slowdown to MOAB class balloons by a minimum of 90% while dealing 50 damage to blimps on impact. ZOMGs are slowed down by 90% for 0.75 seconds, BFBs are slowed by 95% for 2.5 seconds, and MOABs and DDTs are completely stunned for 5 seconds. On top of this, when ceramics or other balloons are hit, they become completely stuck for the full 24-second duration without the impact damage. Once the temporary ultra slowdown effect expires, MOAB class balloons continue to be under the relentless glue effect for the rest of the glue duration, and unlike other glue gunners, super glue can target the same balloon more than once even if it is already coated with the same glue. Super glue also upgrades its pierce to 6, and this increases more with bigger globs and glue splatter. This can be an extremely effective DDT stalling tower since DDTs become completely stunned when shot by the pink globs of super glue, and it is very comparable to icicle impale. The big differences between the two are that super glue is a few $1,000s more expensive, but it has a larger slow, doesn't need lead popping power for DDTs, applies MOAB glue on top of the extreme slow, and doesn't cause any ice related problems by freezing balloons. Overall, 013 glue gunners set to strong are the best bang for your buck in chimps runs, but the next two upgrades can be incredibly strong if you have the money.